Good afternoon. My name is Keene, and I'll be discussing why I believe the legalization of prostitution is possible. Currently, prostitution is illegal in most of the 50 states in the United States. Prostitution is considered the oldest profession, but it is still illegal. It is a dangerous and dirty profession for everyone that partakes in it. Some of the things to consider is it is illegal in most of the United States, except for a couple of small counties in Nevada. It's also defamatory against women, but not only women, but men and homosexuals. It promotes sex trafficking in all areas because there are so many transactions being taken place and no one's monitoring it. It also promotes STDs. There is a high crime rate against the sex workers because there's no regulations or guidelines around it. The legalization of prostitution, I think, can be summed up in a few points here. Promote a safe working environment for sex workers. Increase revenue by able to tax sex workers in the venues that they participate in. Establish requirements for being a sex worker. Offer health services for not only the workers but the clients of sex workers. And remove the stigma of being a prostitute or an illegal sex worker. Some of the guidelines that were discussed were a minimum age for workers and clients, mandatory use of protection during sex, mandatory periodic sexual transmitted disease tested for sex workers, but also they would like that for their clients as well. Put in zoning restrictions on the locations of the brothels. Don't just let it be in back alleys. And finally, restrict advertisement. Don't let it have handouts or on the internet. That would help with legalization. Legalization versus illegal. Currently, if you legalize it, you would have a safe place for the workers versus back alleys, cars where there's crime rates, there's murders, there's drugs, there's STDs. Not safe for anyone. Healthcare services versus no healthcare. If it became legalized, there would be an opportunity to provide benefits to the sex workers, such as healthcare, retirement, decent working places, decent working conditions. Also with legalization versus illegal, there could be more regulations, more rules and licensing, more oversight versus right now there is no oversight. It's just unsafe people and unsafe places where these acts are performed. Increased tourism revenue. I know that's kind of an odd one, but in the states that are lagging, their revenue could benefit from that. For example, in the city of Reno, Nevada, they generate, I think it's between $3 and $7 billion just from the legalized brothels they have. And it could also increase, if you legalize it, increase the overall growth of the economy at the local, state, and federal level. Currently, no money is going to taxes, community services, anything from these acts. So, in closing, final point too is decrease sex trafficking because you would have more control over it and it would be legal. Versus currently right now, there is no laws or regulations and it is an ongoing crisis for the sex workers to be trafficked and be held hostage almost. So to wrap it all up, legalized prostitution would provide a safer, better working environment from the sex workers, provide health care and benefits, also promote tourism and growth in the economy. Thank you.